What's up, Warcoders? Bayou Boogie back again. This is going to be the 10th video I've made for Warcodes on YouTube. So I figured in honor of it being the 10th video, we would do 10 Warcodes tips to help you get better. A lot of videos, they'll put their best tip at the very end, and you have to go through the entire video to find out what it is. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start with the number one thing I think can help people get better, and then we'll move into some of the other things that can help maybe your daily playing. So the first thing I want to point out is when you're playing Warcodes and you're competing in King of the Hill, you normally have to click on the monster. I wasn't very prepared, obviously. I'm not using my main team, but we'll get that going real fast. So you click a monster, you see its attacks and weaknesses, you select your monster, and you attack, right? That's kind of what we do. But eventually you get to a point where you're going to end up with a lot of your monsters are defeated. So here I'm going to change this over real quick. We're going to go to defeated level 5s. So when you're fighting with your monsters already defeated, you got to do this click here. You have to heal. It asks you if you're sure you want to heal. You have to say yes. And then you can finally attack. My number one tip is go to your settings on the main screen and take confirm healing costs. Turn that off. And the reason that that is a good thing to do is that now when you go in to compete and you want to attack a location, so here we're going to attack this location. My monster's defeated, but when I hit that heal button, instantly heals my monster and I'm ready to go right in and attack. It speeds up your ability to fight other players immensely. The one thing I will say is you're going to have to keep a better eye on your tokens, because if you're somebody who likes to live life on the edge and has only got a couple hundred tokens at a time, it's very easy to accidentally burn through all of them healing and attacking too quickly. So as long as you're making good choices, it's great and it will speed you up fantastically. The second thing should be kind of obvious, but it helps to equip your monsters. You'll see a lot of people will fight, like right now you've got a lot of monsters in this lobby that aren't equipped. This is fantastic if you've mass spawned a bunch of monsters, because now we're going to adjust to this lobby because we're going to just use our monsters that are unequipped as well. So we can attack and we're on even footing with this person. And this is a level 1 fighting a level 3. I got my 50 coins for that. So if you've got a lobby where people are fighting with unequipped monsters, it's a good opportunity for you to use your unequipped monsters as well. And you can rack up more coins than it costs to spawn those monsters doing this. So if you plan on releasing your monsters, I'd still at least get them in for a fight or two to add to your points and your tokens. However, if you go into a lobby and, well, apparently nobody's equipped in monsters today. But if we go to a lobby and we find the monsters are fully equipped, you can have some D12 5 dice monsters in low locations if they're equipped well. So like we've got this monster's got some equipment on it. So if you're fighting opponents with equipped monsters, make sure you're equipping your monsters or you're going to lose those fights. If you have a lobby where people are just throwing unequipped monsters in, that's great. Rotate your unequipped monsters. So just learn to adjust to your lobby and you'll make more tokens that way. The third thing that is a fantastic way to improve the number of tokens you make are healing chambers. Healing chambers can be purchased in the real money item shop, and the way they work is when you put a monster in the healing chamber, so this monster costs 36 to heal right now, The base cost for a level 5 monster is 25. Every time it's defeated, it goes up 1. It caps at 50. If you put a monster in the healing chambers for 6 hours, it's going to reduce his heal cost back to that base healing cost of 25, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does add up depending on the size of your roster. There are some buttons here you can learn a little bit more about how the healing chamber works by clicking on those. A lot of people don't notice them, but they'll kind of explain how the healing costs work. But I've got a quick spreadsheet here about healing chambers. So if you have a level 5 monster that's costing 50 to revive, and every time he wins the location, you get 65 tokens, you're earning 15 tokens per attack. You do 25, 26 battles, you made 390 tokens, assuming you never lost. You put that same monster in one healing chamber and let him fully heal overnight while you're sleeping. That next day, his cost to heal is reduced for those first 25 battles. You're still earning the same number of tokens, but now you're earning more tokens per battle until he finally gets back to that max cap. You are more than doubling, well, math's not right, you are almost doubling your monster's earnings over those first 25 battles. So depending on the size of your team, I highly recommend grabbing some healing chambers. You'll find you make tokens much more efficiently with them. The next thing is some of the other resources out there. If you're not a member of the Discord yet, I highly recommend it. The Discord server, it's linked on most of my videos' descriptions. It's linked on Reddit. And once you get in the Discord, there's a bunch of interesting stuff. Number one is links. There's even more resources. It gets you to the stores, the beginner's guide, frequently asked questions, Reddit, Instagram, TikTok. It's all on here. The Patreon, Discord again, Cozy Orchard's YouTube. There's all kinds of stuff. The fandom, where you can find the Warcodes beginner's guide. This is something I put together a while ago, and we've been working to get it updated with the help of a few other collaborators to make it up to date with the current game. But we put a lot of information on here, and also I embed my YouTube videos here. If you prefer to watch something rather than read it, it's all kind of in one location that way. There's another website out there that not many people are talking about. I found it posted to our Reddit. It's called Barcode Archive. I'm not sure who exactly is putting together these articles, but they have some fun information on here. And yeah, if you want to check out another member of the community's creation, check out Barcode Archive. And then last, there's Reddit. I don't have Reddit pulled up right now, but the developer Japple, or Jay Appleseed, is involved on Reddit, and as well as some of the other social media sites. They run monster contests, they give announcements. Personally, I think the Discord is the best way to get that information because the announcements come in every day. You'll know when tournaments happen. You'll know right now Set Zero's working on doing music and sound effects for Warcodes. You can go watch his live streams. You can get in here and chat with us in general chat. Just a ton of resources out there to use. Back to the game, my number 5 tip is get used to using these filters, because there will be times you'll be battling and somebody's going to put down their 4th metal attacker in a row, and that's when you've got to be able to fairly quickly go, okay, my main team is struggling, but I can jump in here, get to resist, hit metal, and find my counter quickly. Filters they just make it so much easier to adapt and figure out if you do have a counter. Maybe you have something that's close to countering, but it needs built up. This is a good way to find it. Another thing you can do is, right now I've got all my filters cleared. I have 658 monsters right now, but I can go through and look for weak spots in my lineups. So specifically, I'll pick a team. Instead of my main team up here, I'm going to go down and pick one of these lesser used teams like my undead team. And here I could go through and see how many of my monsters have a water attack. Only one. Not a lot of undead water types. 2 fire attacks. 1 electric attack. They're primarily dark attacks. I have 15 of them. So I can tell that certain attack types are lacking. Also resistances. You know, I can click through here and go, how many of each resistance do I have? I'm very low on electrical resist with this team. So if I want to really build it up, I should be looking for skeletons with a different style of attack that maybe resist electric and help diversify that team to be able to handle more stuff. All right, my number 6 tip comes to the scanner, and it's scanner items. So down here you have 4 buttons, and these little items are where you can equip items to your scanner. Most of these items are found either in Five's shop in Sully's Market or can be given as rewards in the PvE content. There's some very neat ones like loot efficiency, increasing the amount of loot you find by 25% for 5 minutes. So if you're going to go on a scanning bender, you might as well grab some extra loot while you're at it, or you might as well increase the number of tokens you get, and you can add more than one of these on at the same time. So if you have all 4 items, you can increase the number of items you're getting, the speed at which your meters decrease, and really add a lot more to resources coming out of that little scan time. Websites like in my previous video, Barcode Monster, where you can go through a lot of websites at a fairly quick pace. Those are great websites for using when you're just scanning, hoping to increase your tokens and your items a little bit. My number 7 tip is spend wisely. So it's easy to go to the shops and just start grabbing stuff, but especially early in the game, you should know what items to watch for. So personally, I don't ever bother buying the common weapons anymore. I only purchase rare weapons. I figure I can get enough of these from scanning to keep my monsters equipped temporarily if I need, but I'm going to purchase items that I need to help outfit my team better. But I always watch for, in the arms shop, battle runestones. They're great for making those hard-hitting runestone builds, so I try to grab them when they're available. Same thing in fruits shop. I always try to grab Aegis stones when they're available. They tend to rotate with Wrathstone over here. I actually do end up buying a lot of flare hearts, large eye stones, large celestials. You can see I've already bought 10 of these today. They're good items for rounding out your monsters. I mean, I put this on almost every single monster. So yeah, just kind of pick and choose, but set yourself some spending limits so you don't waste all your gold at once. My number 8 tip, set some goals. This kind of goes with the spending limits. So when I first started playing and I had that limited roster of 5 monsters, and I was trying to get them equipped, I would play King of the Hill, trying to get 250 tokens so I could buy an item to upgrade a monster. The game's evolved enough now where you can play, you've got 10 monster slots to start with, which is fantastic. Mix up, play a little bit of King of the Hill, do a little bit of the Cursed Forest, stop and scan some items. Your scanner refills every hour. So if you start the hour by scanning items until you've used up your token and loot meters, then go play some arena and some PvE, and then at the end of that hour, when your scanner has refilled, go do another real quick scan session, get some more items and some more tokens. That'll help you grow your inventory, grow your tokens, and I always say you should reinvest about half of what you make back into your monsters. So if you make 1,000 tokens one day, don't be afraid to spend 500 of them to get your monsters better equipped, because when they're better equipped, they'll make money faster, and you'll be able to reinvest as well. at some point I'll do a beginner's tutorial and make a new account and guide people through this. I haven't quite got there yet, but just I guess I'll say trust me. I didn't get to this number of tokens by just doing things willy-nilly. I am huge on setting a goal, trying to reach it, and having a good time while doing it. My number 9 tip, this is just a little one, but if you go into the marketplace up here, you get free tokens every day. Nothing to sneeze at. That's 1/5 of the price of a ice stone or a flare heart crystal. So if you're one of those people who is struggling for tokens, 50 free tokens a day. I mean, that'll revive one monster that's capped out even. If you're somebody who accidentally KO'd all your monsters and don't have enough to revive them. And my final thing I wanted to share is we're going to go back to the Discord is Patreon. So Patreon is a way to support Cozy Orchards. You don't get anything necessarily back, but you are investing a membership in the game to help it grow. It's a one developer game. We're not dealing with Blizzard or EA. We've got Johnny Appleseed making an awesome game for us. And right now we have 97 members, 45 paid members that are helping invest this much every month in a game to keep it coming. You do get a little bit back though, because you will get a fancy yellow title on the Discord as a game supporter. You'll also get access to a exclusive subscriber chat, and every now and then we get special QR codes to help to give us little perks. So we've received an NA monster. It's a fire monster. It's a guaranteed one-time scan to get the NA monster out of it. And we got a chance to try out the July 4th premium potions. We got one each for free through the Patreon to test them out before they went live. So if you want to be part of that group, this is also how you can get your name in the game. Jappleseed picks Patreon members, the guys with the yellow names here, and they're the ones that he uses to name things in game as a little thank you to the community for supporting him. So there you have it. There's 10 different items or tips to help you up your Warcodes game and get more out of it. So appreciate you guys watching the video. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. I'm hoping to be able to live stream to YouTube soon, but apparently I need 1,000 people to subscribe, so we're a ways away. But I have some other ways to do things in the meantime, so we're going to keep trying to get some tournament live streams, maybe some interaction. We'll keep you posted on that. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the swamp.